Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thanks for coming by. Now today we're going to change this part, the recoil start. This is the old one. This is the new one. I tried two others. A lot of these pocket rockets have interchangeable parts, but this SYX Moto, they may not be available anymore. So if you're one of the lucky ones that got one of these, you might want to get on there and see if you can get some extra parts for it. They're known to not have very good carburetors, so I'm not sure if I can do something about that or not, but it'll make a good looking wall mount if nothing else. So anyways, to get your old one off, you're going to need to take this screw out and your foot peg off. Now you guys can avoid my problem like my last video. When you get a new one, just pull this out, grab it, and push it through like that, and then just tie another knot right close to this other knot to make sure that will not slip through again. And if you're thinking about buying one of these pocket rockets, I would not recommend it. It's not, unless you want to work on something. If you got something you want to work on all the time, buy one. But I wouldn't recommend it as a first bike to learn on either, because there's no throttle control. Okay, there's the knot for that. Now what I was going to do is just tie a rope on the back of the frame and hold it back in case kid gets on there and gets the whiskey throttle. It's bound to happen. Alright, so anyways, enough said about that. We'll take this new one, and you're gonna have to make sure that your wires go in this guide right here, and just push it up in there. You have to wiggle it around a little bit, and you may have to pull your recoil to get that to seat in there just right. Now all those wires are in that guide, and that's what you want. And then just start your screws in each hole, and don't tighten any of them up until you get it all on there, and then go around and tighten them all up. Now this bottom one where the foot peg is a little tricky. You might have to use 2 fingers on the middle of the bolt and a couple fingers on the end to get that to start, and just keep wiggling it. That's why you leave your housing loose until you get that started, and then just go around and finish tightening them all up all the way around, and you'll be done. Okay, so the only thing left to do now is just put your foot peg back on and the one bolt through the cowling. Alright, little meltdown. I'll have to take this back off. You have to put your foot peg bolt down through first, or else you won't be able to get it in after this is on. So let's take this back off for a second, see if we can get it past. It's a little tricky. Now, bolt will go down through from the top like so. Alright, now let's see if we can get this back under here, the wires through. And then pull that rope just a little bit if it doesn't seat in there. Alright, now we'll put the bolts back on. Okay, we're on the last one, the most difficult one. Now what, like I said, I messed up. You got to put this bolt in here first, but when you put it in, don't put the nut on the end, because you'll have to pull that up so you can get your Allen wrench in past that, and that's the key to putting that on. Okay, just a few more turns, on that one. That's the last one. Then we'll tighten the foot peg down and put that one bolt through the cowling and we'll be done. And you'll have to flip your hex key around to finish tightening that up. This one's really a pain, but just keep with it and you'll get it tightened up. Last one. You can pull that plastic out to get your hand behind there. I've got real small hands, so not that big of a deal for me, but there you go. Okay, it's all back together and operational.